Now, I want to talk about how these women are ruining themselves every single day. You know, I'm one of those type of people. I can honestly say that I'm living my life the way I want to live it. Is everything perfect? No. But I don't wake up every day feeling like a victim. I don't wake up every day feeling hopeless. I don't wake up every day depressed like the majority of these women. That's why they have to put on all the makeup. They have to go get these surgeries. They have to post a ton of pictures of their assets every day because they wake up depressed. And what happens is these depressed individuals get on social media and they think that by presenting themselves the way that they do, that means that they have a higher value. No, it doesn't. It means you have a lower value. You've just been able to gain the following of weak men who want nothing more just to sleep with you. Now you got some of these guys that will say, well, I'd marry you and all this, and they're telling you what you want to hear. When you put up posts about your career and all the things you're doing, it's all smoke and mirrors. I had a melanated woman tell me this. She said basically a lot of these women be faking it till they make it. They get on social media and fake like they have all these businesses, like they're so successful, but it's all lies. It's just a perception that they want out there. The reality is they don't have much going on. They really don't. They're probably working a job that they hate. They're dealing with some male that they've been on and off again with because they refuse to let him go. And their whole dating life is stalled out. And they become worthless in the dating market. So, Shan, make sure y'all like the stream. I'm just sick and tired of you heifers lying and putting this perception of yourself out like you so successful and you're helping the community. You can't help the community by pretending like you're successful. You can't help the community by ignoring the fact that these women are ruining themselves by having children out of wedlock at young ages. Having children when they are, having more children when they can barely take care of the ones that they have. Dating dysfunctional males. They need to hear that from you. Because if they don't, they gonna hear it from us. But y'all don't like that. This is why you see these women having such an adverse effect to what they hear in the manosphere. The manosphere is not your concern. What your concern should be is the fact that the women around you are following the footsteps of the women before you who ruined themselves in their communities with their decisions. That's what you need to be concerned about. You need to be concerned about holding them accountable. Because yes, there are men who are going to hold you women accountable, whether you like it or not. I don't know why you think that your behavior is going to be ignored. It's not. It's not going to be ignored anymore. Now you got all these women from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram, your simp allies. Y'all know the males that probably grew up around a bunch of women and in their mind that women need protecting. And you need to worry about yourself and worrying about these women not screwing you over. And then you run into social media to look for guidance. I've seen a lot of that over my 7, almost 8 years of making content. A lot of you guys run to social media when you've been screwed over. But before then, you would diss men like me, men who are holding your women accountable. But here you go run into YouTube for guidance. until you hear something that you don't like, and then all of a sudden you're in your feels. I've seen that a lot too. But a lot of you females, especially you melanated women, y'all are on social media trying to pretend like you're so successful. You have all these businesses, you own real estate, you got these degrees, but you really don't have much to show for it except for the fact that you've been extremely lucky in certain areas of your life and you try to exaggerate it. A lot of you women are exaggerating. And you don't have to do that. Okay? It's almost as if they're trying to attract the hobos. It's like they're trying to attract the hobos. Why are you putting it out here that you're so successful? It's not because, you want the world to know that you worked hard. No, it's because you're trying to attract the males that you're used to dating, which are broke, effeminate, weak, sorry males who are deep in child support. They can't even file a tax return. They can barely hold a job. They're probably struggle rappers or struggle clothing. They like I call them trunk, clothes, and shoe salesmen. They sell clothes and shoes out of their trunk. Those are the type of males these women with. These struggle entrepreneurs. Even though, listen, everybody starts somewhere, right? But when you 45, 48, 50 years old and you still doing the same thing, you ain't been successful out of all the years you've been doing this, sir, you got to do something different, man. But these are the males that these women are dating, man. The struggle entrepreneurs, man. The struggle rappers. They're the CEOs of companies. You ain't a CEO of nothing. You are the CEO of that passenger seat because that's where you be at, sir. You the co-CEO of that house. Because you ain't paying none of the bills. Your wife is, your girlfriend is. And that's who these women are dating, man. It's sad, man. It really is. But they want to come to social media and they want to get angry because they're finally being held accountable for their disgusting display of relationships. Listen, if you have a female tell you that she dated a guy that was in and out of jail, in and out of prison, you need to abort. Because to me, those type of women usually they're not going to change. They're not. They have a type. They only want to date the opposite of that when that guy doesn't want them. Okay? And once they start to get the guy out of their system, that's when they want to change. But before then, they will fight tooth and nail to stay with that guy. Because they're dysfunctional too. But I don't know. There's a million things I could say about these women, man. These CEOs, these entrepreneurs, these real estate agents, these women own like 7 companies, right? They own 7 companies. They travel to different cities, right? They got all this going on. But then talk about how they don't need to have a man. Trust me, if a woman is attractive, she got about 4 dudes that she's probably dealing with. But they get on social media talking about they don't need a man. You want you a man. Your options just ain't what you want it to be. And the men that you do want only see you as somebody to sleep with. So therefore, instead of you hopping into a relationship with a man that you're not that attracted to, you just play the single role, but you desperately want somebody to come along and save you. Hey, heifer, nobody's coming to save you. It's too late for you. You've ruined your life. You have done nothing for your community except perpetrate this fraud. And you know what's funny, man? I be seeing these women get on these Facebook lives and they get on their Instagram live talking about what they're doing for us. They're doing for black men. They're doing these programs. What about the program about helping these women not make bad decisions, not be single mothers at age 21? What about the programs for getting these young boys in some activities? Because we used to actually have activities for young boys, whether it be like the Boys and Girls Clubs. It used to be not career. It used to be summer programs where the kids, like in the neighborhood, especially where I was at, they had this place where we go during the summertime. All of us would go, and we'll be there throughout the day, and we would even go. We'll have a midweek pool day where all of us will hop on a bus. We go to the pool, right? We'll have some direction. We wouldn't be running around all day, right? They don't have that type of stuff anymore because the people who claim that they care about it ain't doing nothing for it. Y'all not in these streets. Just like these celebrity pro-whacks. Y'all hate when I say that too. These celebrity pro-whacks, like your Jamel Hills, I made a video about it today. They pretend like they care, but they're not in these streets. They would never walk through the hood. They would never walk through a black neighborhood. They drive right past the black community without thinking twice. But these are the people that are speaking for us. These are the folk, like I say, celebrity real estate brokers, business owners, entrepreneurs. These are the people want to chastise us. Like I heard this chick today trying to chastise us as men, like we're being victims and we're not trying hard enough and they're doing this and that for us. And I'm saying to myself, you say that now because you got men that are holding you accountable for your actions and you don't like that. And yes, you will die alone if you don't choose better. You see, and she also mentioned how, men die, they die before women, right? Statistics are that women live longer than men, but you got to look closer at that.
They like to date bums because they can control them because they can't control a man who got his stuff together, especially if he's a high-value man.
Appreciate that, Urban Goth. Shout out to you. That's why, in regards to where we are, a lot of these particular